Hey friends, it's Gwen. Today I'm making a Lightning Lane and the new MultiPass super simple. We'll cover what they are, when you can book them on-site versus off-site, what each pass means, a free alternative when it's available, and I'll finish with step-by-step screenshots to book a single Lightning Lane and a MultiPass. Lightning Lane planning is not for the faint of heart. Pick one person to handle all scheduling. It can be thankless in the moment, but when you tell your group you snagged the big rides, you'll feel like a superhero. Why get a Lightning Lane? If you're visiting during busy times, summer months, have just one park day, or really want to guarantee those headliners, it can be a game changer. Why skip it? If you're on a tight budget, going during slower weeks, it's cool out, or you love rope drop and late nights, then you might do great with standby. Lightning Lane is Disney's Skip the Line entrance. There are three products at Disney World in 2025. Lightning Lane MultiPass, which is a paid bundle that lets you pre-book 3 attractions per park day, then add more one at a time after you use them. So depending on how crowded the day is, as soon as I have checked in the Lightning Lane and I am standing in line, I am already scheduling another ride in the available tier on the My Disney Experience app, which I will show you step-by-step instructions on how to do this soon. Here's a tip. Try to schedule rides in the morning so you can have a chance to schedule more throughout your day. If your rides are not until late, there may not be any more available after you ride that first ride. Next, we have the Lightning Lane Single Pass. With this pass, you pay per ride for select top-tier attractions. Prices for Lightning Lane single passes vary by date and attraction. One ride could be $15 per person per ride, and another could be $28 per person per ride. Single Pass covers the most in-demand rides and is purchased per attraction with a specific return time. Think Tron, Rise of the Resistance, Flight of Passage, Guardians of the Galaxy, and similar. There's typically a limit of 2 single pass purchases per person per day. I normally only see 2 offered. I'm not exactly sure on that limit, so double check that day when you're purchasing your Lightning Lane, just to be sure. The third pass is the Lightning Lane Premier Pass, a premium option for one-time entry to each Lightning Lane attraction in a single park. No return windows needed. It's limited and pricey, but it exists. I have definitely not ever used this pass, and I think it would only be good if you are going on a once-in-a-lifetime trip. It's so expensive. Whichever pass you select, you can get a digital download or video from your ride if available. Some rides do not take photos or videos. You will find the photos in your app. Please note sometimes they may show up the next day. Another bonus is you will also have access to the Disney PhotoPass lenses for that day of your Lightning Lane. They're located in the app. Booking windows matter. If you're staying at a Disney Resort hotel, you can start booking 7 days before the check-in for your whole hotel stay. If you're off-site, you can book 3 days before each park day. New selections unlock at 7 a.m. Eastern on your eligible day, so you want to get in there early in the morning and book your Lightning Lanes if you so choose to do so. Let's get started. First thing is to make sure you have downloaded the My Disney Experience app and you have your login all set up ahead of time. I will leave a link to the app in the description below. So let's book a Lightning Lane. First, you're going to open the My Disney Experience app. Next, you'll tap Lightning Lane Passes on the home screen. Then you'll choose Single Pass, select your party and the date and the park. Next, you'll pick the attraction you want, pay, and then you're all set. To book the MultiPass Lightning Lane, you go from the app home, Tap Lightning Lane Passes Multipass. Select your date and park, or days if you're planning multiple. Choose your party. Make your 3 initial selections, usually up to 1 from Tier 1 and the rest from Tier 2. Pick your return windows, purchase, and you're all set. So on the day of your trip, when you're at the park and you go to show up at your ride at the time of your lightning lane, you just check in at the lightning lane area, and remember, as soon as you get in line, start booking that next ride. Also, if you have a park hopper, you can book rides at a later time for the next park. But I think you have to finish all your fast passes in the first park that you're in, unless that has changed. Also, while you're in the park, if the times don't match up to what you need, you could just keep refreshing the app and checking, because there'll be better slots that show up at times because people will cancel during the day as their plans change. So don't give up, just keep trying. Here are some tips to remember. Aim your first 3 multipass picks for late morning to afternoon so you can rope drop standby early, if you so choose. Refresh the app, cancellations pop up new times. 1 person books for the whole group. It just makes it easier that way. Set 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time alarms for each booking day. Watch tier rules so you don't accidentally skip a top pick, and have realistic expectations. Availability varies by date and crowd levels. Well, that's the breakdown. If this helped, hit like and subscribe to Travel Moments with Gwen. Drop your questions or your best lightning lane win in the comments, and if you want my packing tips video next, it's coming soon. I hope this video helped and that you have a wonderful, safe trip. Bye!